RJWC. Guess what came? Headers. Where's the other sticker at? There should be more stickers. Should put this in the back of my quad, huh? It is what it is, loser. I like it. So we're gonna be installing the headers. This seat, main seat. Okay, plastics. This is also how you get your intake. One. Oh yes. Two. We probably should keep this right here. Then how you take this plastic off is you pull on it, not too hard, and put your fingers here. Pull on this thing. Come onto this side. Bam. Oh, there's one over here also. Forgot. Bam, that's your intake. You can access your intake. Damn, I was losing power because my intake wasn't closed. That's how you beat me. Just kidding. Okay, there you go. Up. That's the side piece. And you can access your, basically, almost all your exhaust. So the next thing we took off is the bolts that go right here. I put them right there. And then the ECU bolts. That's the Phillips. And this thing holds Phillips as well. Move this side of the plastic, you take this plastic off. Gotta put the metal pieces, not to lose them, because that's where you screw it in. And then remove a couple more screws, Phillips. And then bam, it's off. And then so we could access basically this bolts to take off the heat shield. That's what we're gonna do next. This heat shield from here, we unbolted this bolt, and there's another bolt over here. I put it back so I don't lose it. You probably should do the same. And then this one, this says Phillips on this side. Underneath, there's two Phillips. You unscrew it, and we took it out. We just bent this a little bit forward, or back, well, you can say backwards, and just pulled it out.
Okay, so yeah, we pulled off the slip-on exhaust, which is right there. It's just the two bolts. Right, so we pulled that off. Now we're using a ratchety wrench, which has a ratchet on one side. It's open end on one side, and it's a ratchet that does this. Makes it a lot easier because it's a tight space to get the headers off. So now we're splitting the second half of the headers, which is going to be from here, and then on that side is right in the middle, right there. So we're unbolting that to remove the back part, and after that we will move on to that one. Okay, so to unplug the plug, the O2 sensor plug, you have to lift up that little lever. It's not a push, it's a lift up lever, and then pull it out, and it unplugs. And then you unplug the connector.
Unbend this, that's it.
Yeah, just you can unbend this real if you need to get it out of the way, but yeah, that's that. Okay, so for this pipe here, when we installed it, we pre-installed the O2 sensor, and then it's best to do with two people. So this is the gasket that you reuse from the old exhaust. So you put it in. Somebody climbs underneath there, and then one person just holds it here once you have it in position, but it sits just like this in there, so you guys have an understanding like that. So the exhaust pushes against the gasket against the engine. So this one is going to be for the second header. So we're install this one like hand tight, so it's kind of somewhat tight. We still have movement, and then after we install the other one, then we're going to start tightening it, and then install the rest of it. All right, so I just hit the handle with my head, ouch. Anyways, this header, I pre-installed it. Like I said, leave it untied a little bit so it's loose, and then pre-install this, because obviously when you insert this, you're not gonna be able to install the clamp. So pre-install this clamp, because this is gonna go right here where the cuts are. You're gonna squeeze it, and then pre-install the gasket, and then right there, and insert the header, and then just tighten it with your hands the same way. So now we got that pre-installed. Everything is kind of attached up to where the cat bag goes right there. So now we're gonna tighten everything, and then we can pull back the cat bag. Okay, so the RJWC exhaust Power Sports, we had the cat bag, or the slip-on, or whatever you want to call it, with the stock exhaust, and we had this bolted. We had to readjust this after we did the aftermarket exhaust. We had to readjust, so we had to loosen this up and move the bracket a little bit, pretty much switch positions to where it lines up with everything to attach this bracket to there, right there. So now we tightened everything up, pretty much tightened all this clamp up, everything to the both of the cylinder heads. So now we're gonna install the heat shields. Okay, when we put in the shields on, it's pretty basic. I don't think you guys need any help with that. But the clamp that we put on the header that was here, we had to swing it around because I forgot that the shield goes on top of here, and it was kind of touching that. So yeah, so we had to spin it around, and then now we just got the.
And this tool is really useful to tighten it. You just put it behind it.
Yeah, the side ratchet. Yeah, this is a nice one because you can speed the whole process up. But if you guys don't have that, you just use hand tools. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Once you spin the clamp around on the bottom, so it's not, you know, in the way on top, and then just put the heat shields back, and then yeah, we're good to go. We may wrap this with some exhaust tape later, but for now it's fine. All right, so we got this beast back together. Everything's plugged in. ECU plug in right there. Wires lined up. So now we're gonna try to do a first cold start, or whatever, first start after install, and see if it shuts off or anything. So we didn't want to rev it up too much. We let it idle a little bit to kind of get warmed up, just give a little bit of revs because it's not that warmed up yet. But yeah, you got the idea. It sounds really deep, sounds really good. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, comment in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them, but yeah, no regrets yet. And then we also got a tuner device that we're going to be tuning with. That's going to be our next video, so stay tuned for that. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.